Welcome everyone to Robert Lang's Cactus tutorial. So this is going to be a two-part videos. The first part will be pre-creasing two of the molecules, which is used a lot in the actual crease pattern, and the second part will be going through how to collapse them. So what we have here is, first of all, I want to thank Robert Lang himself for allowing me to make this tutorial. So Robert, thank you so much. Now what we have here is a 14 by 14 grid, and we are going to pre-crease 6 molecules, 1, 2, 3, and then the same here in part 1, and then we're going to collapse them in part 2. So what we're going to pre-crease is, let me just show you, this is the first one right here in this square. That is the first one. And then the second one is just down, which is in this bigger square, so it's 1 unit bigger than the one above. So we're basically going to pre-crease this one, and this one. And then 2 units over, we'll repeat the process on this side. But I'm only going to show you how to do one side, and then I want you to practice collapsing the exact, pre-creasing the exact same on the other 3. So we're doing the 14 by 14 grid, so it will work with the collapsing diagram, because it's much easier this way than doing the crease pattern. But when you come to do the actual crease pattern, you pre-crease it exactly as you see it. And what I mean by that is, if we count from the diagonal, we have 1, 2, and then this is where the first one is, whereas the 14 grid is 1, 2, 3, and then it starts. So we have 1 extra unit. So when you come to a pre-creased actual crease pattern, you would go down 1, 2, and then follow it exactly. Again, count everything as you see it. Right, first of all, let me just see. Yeah, I have wrote, if you have not already noticed, I've wrote T on the top corners. That means top side up. It's just in case you get mixed up if I'm holding it like this. If you think this is top, where in actual fact it's this side. And I've wrote B for bottom. So it's just to help you try to keep track of everything. I'm not going to go fast, I'm going to take my time and make sure I show it all. So we're just going to quickly look at this, and then I can go from memory because I've done them so many times. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3 from the top, and then I can do the rest. I know it all from memory. Right, so here we are. From the top, we're going to come down 1. Oh, yeah, I've also coloured in the lines to make it much easier to see. Because this paper isn't the best for tutorials, and I've still not got any good paper. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come down half, and then half. So what I mean by that is, basically, as if you're making a crease from here to here, make that, but only stop it here. And I will also colour in the creases as well to show. So basically, as if I would make a full crease, I've lined it up, but I'm only going to make the crease from here. So like that. Let me colour it in. Don't think I need the matte. Yeah, I need the matte. So that's what I mean. We're only making the crease halfway, and then we're going to do the same on this side. If I turn it around, again line up, only crease halfway, like that. And then I'm going to repeat these 2 creases going down and then up. So it's the exact same again. And it was easier this time because we already have basically the reference. So if you can get the first crease perfect, then all you need to do is line up to meet your first crease. And then one more time, like that. And let's colour this in and see what we have. So we have something that looks like that. Now if we look at the crease pattern, we can see that we have those 4 creases. So here's the first one, then second one, then third one, and then fourth one. Now we can make the halfway mark here and here. And that is basically just taking this line, taking this line and fold it onto this line, or vice versa, and then just make the halfway crease straight down. And then we're going to do the exact same. Going to do the exact same here as well. So it's 2 units. We're making this crease by 2 units. Like that. Let me just make it more easier to see. So we have this. Now what we are going to do is basically repeat all these creases. So we have half a unit. We're going to come down half a unit, and then another half, and then we're going to make a halfway crease, and then the 4 slanted creases, and then the halfway crease. Just as the crease pattern shows. Where are we? Here we are. So if we come down half, which is, in fact, wrong bit. If we come down halfway, this crease right here is this one. And then if we come down another half, you can see we've got this crease, and then as the 4 other creases here, and then the 2 here. So we're just going to repeat that process. Now I won't cut the video, so you don't need to worry about me jumping ahead. So I'm just going to make the halfway crease first. And again, make sure you're precise as possible. I'm going to make them all first, and then I'll colour them in. So I've made the halfway crease. I will then do these slanted creases. There's one. Let me zoom out a wee bit. Two. Three. And the final one. 4, and then the halfway crease, and that will be the main creases for this one. Now we have this. So what we're going to do now is turn it around, and basically we need to find, we're basically going to take this crease, fold it to this crease, make a pinch, and then take this crease and fold it to the pinch to make a quarter. So we need to find this quarter reference right here. So we're going to take this crease, fold it to here, make a wee pinch, unfold it, and then fold it to, I'll just do it quickly off camera so I can make sure I'm correct. Yeah. So we've got two references. That's the halfway one and that is the quarter. Now we are going to make two creases. We are going to connect this point to the quarter and this point to the quarter. Too close there. Let me zoom out. Like that. Now let's click and colour this in. So we have that. Now we are going to repeat the process here and then on both sides of the centre. So I'm going to do this one first and then I'm going to do these two. So it's the same again. We're just going to find the quarter reference. And then we're just going to connect up these creases. Basically when you come to pre-crease this, if you do decide to make it, you'll be doing this over and over and over again. You'll be doing this so much because there's so many molecules that make up this crease pattern. And there's a lot of work involved. So you'll be getting bored of making these creases. That's why I've memorised them, how to make them. And then we've got it here, we're going to do it here and here again. So I'm going to take the inside crease and fold it there first, unfold it. Now I've got that side, I'm going to turn it around and then just do this side as well. Like that. And then just connect up these creases. So that's one crease done on each side, and then the other two. Like that. So let's colour this in. This pen is rubbish. So we have this. And if we look at the crease pattern, you'll notice that we have those four creases. We have this one and this one, these two, the same on this side, and we also have these middle creases right here. So now what we're going to do is, we are going to connect up. We're going to connect a crease from this point to this point, and then from here to here, then there to there, and then the same on this side. So I'm going to make the 4 creases first and then colour them in. So that's the first one. And then the second one. And I'm going to turn it around. And then the third one. And the fourth one. Like that. So the good thing is now we basically have all the creases we need. We just need to start connecting up the lines. And we are again going to repeat that process on this side here. So we have that. Okay, now next step is we need to find the quarter references again, but on this side and here. So we need to fold this edge to this edge and then make the the half reference, and then this edge to the half to make the quarter, and then we do the same on this side. So we actually make this crease slightly more, because if we look at the crease pattern, the creases that I'm talking about are these ones right here. So we need to make them bigger, and they're actual creases, so they're not actual just references. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to take the inside crease, fold it to here, make the pinch, unfold it, and then take this crease to that pinch, and then make an actual crease. It doesn't need to be too long. As long as there's a crease, then we're good. And then I'm going to turn it over. Let me show you first. So this crease right here, I'm just going to repeat it on this side. So again, fold it to the edge, make a wee pinch, and then crease. So we have that. So let me just curl it in so it's easier to see. I won't do too much, we don't need the whole crease. So what I've made is those two creases. Now if we turn it around, we just need to make diagonals. So basically line up these two, this edge and this edge, then make the crease only until you hit this crease right here. So like this. So start from this point and this crease, and then make it only till it hits that crease that we made, like that. And then of course repeat it on this side. Like that. Now if we turn it around and just repeat that process. You have basically made an X, and if I colour it in, it will look like this. Something like that. And then we need to make a few more creases, and then this part is done. So what we do now is basically connect this point to this point, and then the same here, and then the same here. So we'll do that first. So we have that. And if we look at the crease pattern, we have made those creases. So here they are, right here. This sort of kite shape. And then all we need to do is connect this point to that point. So 4 more creases and then this part is done. So we need to make a crease from here to here, and then here, here and here. And again, always try and be as precise as possible, because it will, if you aren't precise, it will affect you later on when you actually come to collapse these parts. So take your time and just be as precise as possible. So we have creases like that. Hard to see, but don't be a worry. And there we go, we have those creases. Now what I want you to do is repeat everything we've done on the inside here, right here. So it's both symmetrical, and then we will go to the next part. And you should have this. So that's you fully collapsed, no, not fully collapsed, fully pre-creased your first molecule on the crease pattern. Now the thing with this crease pattern is you've got so many of them to do. You have 10 in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row, and about 18 down, and that's not including these parts or the top part. So you've basically got to do this another 200 odd times. So you can see why it's very time consuming to do. Now, what I want you to do is repeat everything we've done here on this side. So if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is the halfway mark. So we have already got this part, which is this part. So from here onwards, you just make these creases again. So again, you will make the slanted creases, and then the quarter reference, and then connect them up, and then the inside creases. So once you do that, you should have this. Now we have 2 of them. Now if you were actually pre-creasing this, you would have 8 more of these to do to finish off this row. So this is what it looks like. Again, we have both sides completely symmetrical. Let me just zoom in case it helps you. Now for the next part. The next big molecule, it's an extra unit bigger, which is this one right here. This one right in the centre. So we're going to be making this. So if you notice, these bottom creases from the one we just made extend straight down. So what we can do is, again, repeat these creases going down the way. So what I mean by that is, if I turn it this way, we can extend this crease straight down so it again meets the halfway mark. Same here, and same here. So we're going to do that first. So I'm just going to extend these 4 slanted creases down. So that's the first one. Then the second one, and if we turn it around this way and just zoomed in. Oh yes, I am. Then the third one, and then the fourth one right here. So we have this. Now because I pre-creased this so many times for the actual model, I found a rhythm that you can do it in, so you don't need to keep turning the paper. That's what annoyed me the most. Constantly turning this 1 meter sheet of paper just to make an extra crease. So I'm going to show you what I did for this next part to make them, so you only need to turn the paper once, saving you a lot of turns. So basically going to make 6 horizontal creases or diagonal creases. So the first one is right here. And then if we go up 1 crease, 1 unit, we will make another one right here. Like that. Now if we come here, we will make the same again, but we will make it 2 units long. And then the same again, we will come up 1 unit and make another 2 unit length crease. So we have that. So we need 2 more creases. Now, let's try and hold this so it stays flat. If we, from this one, in fact from this one we just made, come across 1, and then we're going to make a 1 unit crease and then another 1 unit crease right here. So we have this. Now let me colour them in to show you exactly what we have made. And you'll see why I did this, because it'll make a lot of sense. To me it does. It saves time. I mean, I would average about 7 minutes per molecule. Not going fast, just taking my time, trying to make sure I'm doing it right. So a good 7 to 10 minutes, roughly, per one. So we have made these creases. Now basically we're going to do the exact same. So we had it from this position. We are going to turn it around and then just basically connect up the edges. So we're making the exact same creases, exact same 6 creases, just from the other side. So from here to here, that's the first one, and then from here to here. The second one, and then if we come down here we can make the 2 unit length one. I'm way off, but make sure you're not. And then if we come up 1 unit we can make again the 2 unit length one. Again, always make sure you're precise as possible when you do this. And last but not least, the 2 to finish off these parts. Like that. Now let's colour this in and see exactly what we have made. So that is what we have made. We have basically made 4 squares and 2 turns. So because it was quite annoying when I was doing it the first time, not sure how to do it, I was doing 1 crease, 1 crease, 1 crease, 1 crease, and then do that, and then turning about 20 odd times, where this is much more faster, it's much more efficient, and you only need to turn once. But it took me a few rows to get into this habit, especially with the other ones. There's sequences to do that as well to make it easier, but that's what we have. Now we are going to repeat these 4 creases here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. There's the first one. And then the second one. And if we turn it around, we have a third one. And the fourth one. Like that. And then we are just going to again make the halfway crease here, here, oops, I'm a bit too close, here and here. So this time they're both, they're 2 units long. Because on the actual crease pattern, this side is only 1 unit in length, while the other side is 2 units. Can't get this last one. So we have that. Now colour this in to show you what we have. Got a few more creases for this one, and then you're good to go to do it on the other side. So that's what we have now. Right, so now what we are going to do is make 4 divisions, well basically half creases. So you've got 3 X's, no we've got 4 X's. We're going to make halfway through this one, this one, this one, and this one. So again, basically take one edge. In fact, let me go and clean my nose first, it's running much better. Okay, so we are just going to have the first one, then the second one, then third one, and the final one, the fourth one. So you have that. Again, you can't even really see that on the screen. So let's show you what we just did. So we just made those 4 creases. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make 4 more slanted creases, no 8 more actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But again, I'll show you how I did it. Only turning once, so we're just going to do it like this. There's the first one. And then I'm going to make this one right here, because it's the same angle as the first one, so I don't need to turn the paper. Like that. And then if we go to this one, I can make this one and this one. Again, they're both the exact same angle as the first 2, so we don't need to turn the paper, which is good. It saves us a little bit of time. And there's the second one, which is right here. So like that, we have those 4 creases. Now if we turn the paper this way, we can repeat those 4 creases here, 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 and here. Again, only turning the paper once. So we have made those 8 creases. Let's colour them in. So we have this. Now we have a few more creases. They're very small ones. So I'm not, yeah, in fact, let me see. Yeah, so what we have are, creases we have left are these little ones here. These small wee slanted creases again. Now, how do we make these ones? How do we know what angle they are? What we know is, oh, it's low battery. We know that from this point straight down to this point is 2 units. This is what I did, and when I collapsed mine it worked perfectly, so I'm going to go with this. I'm going to assume this is correct. So if we go down 1, 2, then across 1, and then connect these 2 points up, but only make it until it hits this crease right here. So let me show you what I mean. We have this point. If we go down 1, 2, and then across 1, connect up this point and this point, and then only make the crease stop until it hits here. So let me show you. I'm going to connect up the first point, then the second, and then just make the crease right there. So if I unfold it and colour it in, we have that. So that is what I did for my actual cactus. So I'm going to assume it's correct. I hope it is. Mine's collapsed and it works perfectly, so I'm guessing it is. If it's not, oh well, it works anyway. So now we can do the same again here. So if we turn the paper around, line up here and here, and then just crease. So we have that. And then we're going to turn the paper around and repeat these two creases right here. And then just turn it around. So we've got two more of those creases. So now we have 4 in total. Now we need to make another 4 from this point down to this point. Because on the crease pattern, what we have made is the 4 outside creases, and here. Now we have the exact same on the inside. So let's turn it like this, and the same again here to here. You'll do this that much that it will, you'll basically memorise how to do it constantly. And I'm just going to do this one as well because it's the exact same angle. You can do all 4 at the same angle and then just turn it around and then do the 4 again. And then the same again from this point to this point. Only making the crease to this line. Like that. And then all we need to do is connect up these creases, which I'm going to colour in just to save a little bit of time. So we have this. So what we do now is basically connect up here, 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 and here. So I'm going to make them off camera, but I'm just going to colour them in just to save a bit of time. And once you do that, you have successfully pre-creased this different second molecule. Now the good thing about this crease pattern is it's only made up of these ones and these ones. So there's only 2 you basically need to memorise. So we're back holding the paper top side up. And that is that. That is the second molecule done. What I want you to do is, again, just as we did this one, repeat this one on this side. Now we have this, again top side up. We have pre-creased 4 molecules. Now what we need to do is, we need to do these top 2 the exact same here and here. I'm going to let you do that. So basically the exact same. Extend these creases down and then repeat them on the bottom, and then make the quarter reference, the half reference, and then the quarter on both sides, connect them up, and then make the rest of the creases. So again, repeat this right here and right here. And once you do that, we are ready to collapse and we'll have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, we have successfully, I hope you have as well, pre-creased 6 molecules, just like this. Now, with this, we are ready to go into part 2, which is collapsing, pardon me, which I will record after I get something to eat because I am starving. But collapsing is really fun, and it's actually not tricky. The crease pattern looks hella complicated, which it definitely is, but collapsing is much easier than what you would expect. Okay, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching part 1, and I will see you all in part 2.